A lot of women don't like talking about the truth in marriage.
Yeah.
Yes, we love y'all, but the truth in marriage is no benefits from the man if it don't work.
Yeah.
If it don't work, the man gains nothing from the divorce. That's why
yeah.
women can walk in and just be
But
like,
it do hurt. Women hurt harder than the men do.
Women the one breaking up. Women the one divorcing.
Women is not the only one that's divorcing.
Men,
y'all, do you know why the women divorce? Because of shit that y'all did.
Doesn't matter. Y'all divorcing.
So you already hurt. So you don't think you should have to pay for the shit that you did?
No.
Wrong? Why not?
You buy a car.
Conditions.
If I can't afford this, I can't do this. What happened to that? But it don't always work like that. Now your credit mess. It's a lot of dominoes effect.
Money.
What? Huh? What?
Money. That's the next one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't cut you off and just tell you, nah, what are you talking about?
Okay, you don't have to do all that.
I am doing all that.
They've really been killing it over there at the Hit and Hers podcast, all right? They've had equal parts ridiculousness within their content, but then also equal parts solutions or lessons that we can extract out of the ridiculousness. And today's episode is going to be no different. Hitman Holla will get into a heated debate with the female guest and ends up checking his own wife. So we're going to take a look at it and see if the checking was appropriate and get to the lessons. So let's get after it. Let's get active. Without further ado.
My first thought.
Ooh, wee.
I'm going to give you a word.
Okay.
And then you just first thing that come in your mind and explain.
Okay, let's do it.
Marriage.
Beautiful wedding. I want kids. I do want to get married.
Dog, if the first thought is that one day where you get to celebrate you as opposed to the lifelong commitment, then run from them like the goddamn plague. So many of these women want to do it for the wedding, but don't want to do it for the marriage.
I am getting older and I want my eggs cracked.
Yeah.
I want a marriage, but I want a man to marry me because he want to marry me. I've talked to a lot of guys, and a lot of guys say, oh, well, I just got married because she wanted to be married. And it's just like, do your wife know that? Mm-hmm. Like, to be the person sitting on the other side and you telling another woman, like, oh, I just married her because she wanted to get married. Like, did you really want to marry her? You know, like, I just feel like it's so many variables in the whole marriage thing, you know, because we was raised to, you know, think like, okay, you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have kids, you're supposed to have, but like nowadays, it's just like.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's a lot of men scared. It ain't really, see, y'all was raised, kids, married, man ain't.
The Barbie dolls, the
that's
kids,
women. Yeah. So I be trying to tell women, it's cool to be different. Like, we're different. We wasn't raised on caring about that. We weren't about starting a family, providing all that. So now when we meet when we do marry, look at all the things that's going wrong. She leave, he got all his money, took this. It's just not, I don't want to say beneficial for men.
Regardless of if it's going on wrong, it's going to go wrong. Like, even if y'all ain't married and all the time that has passed, like, you already kind of like, what they call it? What kind of marriage is it?
Alimony.
No. Common law.
And I'm in the Atlanta area as well. It's so hard to have conversations with women like this sometimes because they have strong opinions about things, but they have no idea of what they talk about. Men are scared of divorce. We're not scared of marriage because men are disproportionately impacted if the separation was to occur. Oh, and by the way, it happens in 50% of all cases. They often don't understand how the world works around them because their world works off of TikTok clips and rom-coms. Anyway, men today rationalize against it because of the negative consequences if it does go right. And then also, there are many women who leverage the insinuation that breakup is harder in order to continue to control that man. How many times have you heard of marriages that are sexless? But also, there are many men performing husband duties while in a relationship. Like, I don't think Hitman Holla and his wife are married, but they have kids and they act as if they are. It used to be way more simple back into the day, but if men in relationships are performing husband duties, having kids with these women, and also at the point that you get down on bended knee, you open yourself up to a bunch of different risk as a man, and men are just saying, well, what's the reason for this? That's why you'll hear men say, well, I just did it for her, because the woman instinctually knows the benefit of marriage to her, and also there's like a cultural achievement point that they gain by getting a man to get down on bended knee. Anyway, let's resume. Last month, my Facebook page alone generated over $13,000. That number is so ridiculous. Why? Because I did absolutely no work in order to achieve that. But I put systems in play to earn that revenue. Now, there's a very important definition here. It's called resting revenue rate. How much money do you earn in a month at rest, not doing a damn thing? Because at least on my Facebook page alone, it's $13,000. Now, what's also crazy about that is I'm not a Facebooker. I'm a YouTuber. Majority of my money comes from YouTube and as well as ad sponsorships. The Facebook stuff is just the icing on the cake. But just the icing on the cake alone, I'm financially independent because it damn sure don't cost me $13,000 a month to live. Come copy my system of how I earn between $50,000 and $100,000 each and every month. Go to viral2value.com to pick up my curriculum and join my community where we also do live calls, Q&As, to answer all of your guys' questions on your content creation journey.
Common law marriage.
I thought that was called something though.
Common law marriage is what I was saying.
I didn't say common law.
Say alimony.
Yeah, I said alimony. Yeah.
He's thinking of the worst.
That shit real funny.
Yeah, pipe down.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, it ain't because the women get to go through all that, but it ain't no L for her at the end. So if it don't work out for women, she can
It
just
can
walk
be
away.
vice versa.
That's if the woman got the most money though. I'm just thinking of just what men.
So what are you the most scared of? Something your bag that you work hard for getting taken away.
It ain't really that. So this the
Okay, break it
thing.
down.
Women, when people wake up different every day, but this just not only me. This is who I talk to in the industry. I'm talking about the higher up of people who, because a lot of women want to marry somebody who can take care of them. All them usually the 1% guys. I know everybody can get married, but a lot of women want a man who provide, can take care of them, and and a lot of that stuff. The problem with those men is they know off a mistake. Everybody not perfect, but we just got to go with. If a woman wake up and don't like what's going on for whatever reason, they can just up and leave.
Yeah.
They can just up and leave. You know what? I'm
No
tired.
fault
I'm not
divorce.
being treated right. I'm gone. I want a divorce. In that situation, the man has nothing to gain. The woman can just keep going. I don't like this marriage neither. I don't like this marriage neither. Boom, boom, boom. The man get up, got to go through this. 50% of this.
But what if he leave her though?
Let me also say this, is that it could be said both ways in terms of you need to understand about what marriage is in the state that you're currently living in. I'm talking to everybody that's in the United States. But in the states, like for example, in Georgia, if you have a child with a woman and you are married, then the child is automatically assumed to be the father, okay? It's assumed to be the husband's, all right? That's why Cardi B's ass had to hurry up and get a divorce because Offset was gonna be the father of the child that he did not create. Isn't that crazy? Now, consequently, while it was negative for Offset, it would be also negative if you are the father of the child, but you're not married to the young lady, because now she can get you financially for child support while you have no parental rights. You have to go through the entire process of getting it legitimized. Again, when you take a look at the family court system and the way they set up some of these laws, it puts men at a disadvantage. As a man, you got to be knowledgeable about some of these things so you can protect yourself. You should be knowledgeable about the divorce rate. You should be knowledgeable about who initiates divorce more often than not. You should be knowledgeable about no-fault divorce. You should be knowledgeable about Title 4D. You should be knowledgeable about the divorce industrial complex. These lawyers will rip your family limb from limb as they go and drive their Bentleys to work the next day, not giving a F. I'm not anti-marriage, especially if it aligns to your religious beliefs. I'm just pro-knowledge. Let's go.
Doesn't
But
matter.
it's like-
but you see what I'm saying? That doesn't matter.
Why does it matter?
Because if he going to divorce, she still can get 50%. Like that's what men is scared of. Like it's no
I
value.
think social media plays a huge part of people being afraid to get married because everything unfold on social media. So you see Jada and Will, how back then we saw them just in the spotlight as a black powerful couple, and then once social media get involved, it's like, oh, like
That was after like 30
What?
years.
yeah, but it's just like
I'm just
no,
telling you.
saying
If you
it's-
ask men, you put a poll up. Men not scared of marriages. They scared of divorce. That's all it is.
Because you feel like people gonna take 50%.
Men, yeah, because men don't gain nothing from if it don't work. How do you feel knowing that you can wake up any moment and a person can be different, and now?
But what about
But you
you
shouldn't
being
even have
different,
that
though? Like,
mindset.
why
But just say I want to be different. Okay, cool. I feel I don't like you no more neither. I leave. I still lose 50%. You wake up different. I still lose 50%. I lose.
But you can't have
That's
that
just-
mindset.
But it's not. But that's the
Jesus.
point. It's not about having that mindset.
about
It's the
protection.
truth. A lot of women don't like talking about the truth in marriage.
Yeah.
Yes, we love y'all, but the truth in marriage is no benefits from the man if it don't work. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it don't work, the man gains nothing from the divorce. So why would I rush it to get into somebody signing a contract that know that she can leave me anytime or I don't like it no more and we lose half
I
our
think
stuff?
I mean, I'm not gonna go against what you're saying, but I think you just, if you go into it thinking that, you would never get married.
But that,
Like,
see that.
if you go into it just thinking about like how you gonna lose, like how we gonna win?
But that's
Like
the
why
point.
are you
gotta
looking forward
think,
to the
though.
loss anyway?
It ain't looking forward, but you can't.
But
You
I'm
can't
saying-
go in
but I'm-
blind though.
You're not going in blind, but it's
Meanwhile, I got a
already
ring
you
on
looking
my
forward to
finger.
failure.
We ain't
But-
married.
Exactly.
But because
Okay.
I'm just saying because
Y'all married?
it's cool.
No.
It's cool we
But we
engaged, but it's
engaged.
cool. But because I'm not only just talking for me, I'm just keeping it real. You know why you can look at it like we can't think of the loss because the loss don't
Don't
hurt
hurt you as much,
That's why
yeah.
women can walk in and just be
But
like,
they
"I ain't
do
tripping."
hurt. Women hurt harder than the men do.
Women the one breaking up. Women the one divorcing.
Women
the
is
men.
not the only one that's
Yeah.
divorcing.
the more.
Men,
it's the-
y'all,
it's
do you
statistics.
know why the women divorce because of shit that y'all did?
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
men
Y'all
do.
divorcing.
So
them.
you already hurt. So you don't think you should have to pay for the shit that you did
No.
wrong? You hurt me. Why not?
Why?
Why? Why did you do it in the first place if you know
God?
we're married?
So women God?
Are you God?
No. So therefore I don't take your stuff and you don't take mine.
Money.
But why would you do it in the first place
Because
if we have
we're not
if we
perfect,
are
dog.
married?
Women
No,
cheat
you
more than
making
men.
an excuse- You making an
Women cheat more than men.
Boy, you
Calm
making an
down.
excuse.
No,
Why you're
women
wrong,
cheat more.
right.
No. When being real, women cheat just as much as men. The problem
I'm not
is,
saying
they-
I'm not
I
saying it
know,
like that, but at
I'm
the
not
end of the
saying-
day, women are divorcing because of what a man do in the relationship.
cool, a
Dog,
mistake.
she's-
So if
A
only
mistake. So if you make a mistake in the real world, your ass going to jail. You got to pay for your mistakes some type of way.
No.
So if you
No.
cheated on me in a marriage and I want to get a divorce, you need to pay for that.
That don't-
Why?
All the G's on the channel, ignore what she's saying. It is impossible to debate logic, what he's demonstrating, with emotion, what she's demonstrating. She will predicate her ideologies based off of hope, off of some visionary goal, right? That she will try to manifest. She will ignore the data of the what ifs of if it will go wrong, because inevitably she is de-incentivized to care because it doesn't impact her to the degree that it impacts a man. So she doesn't need to work in reality. She can work in delusion. But for the MTRers out there, these are the women that will get ignored until they hit that goddamn wall. I mean, if she hasn't already, I don't know her age. Because men like myself and Hitman will listen to these women speak and know that they're just for butt. That's it. But let's rewind that crash out some more. I want to re-listen.
Because of what a man do in the relationship.
cool, a mistake. So if
A
only
mistake.
God,
So if you make a mistake in the real world, your ass going to jail. You got to pay for your mistakes some type of
No.
way. So if you
No.
cheated on me in a marriage and I want to get a divorce, you need to pay
She's
for that.
straw man.
Why wouldn't you have to pay for your mistake?
and your ass and your this is why men don't. Who gave you the right to take 50% of me?
I ain't
Because
say take
dated
50%.
But
I'm
no,
saying
that's the
this is me.
argument.
I'm gonna make it work until I can't make it work no more.
But we're not
Period,
talking about
point
you.
blank.
We just talking about the majority of women. We're not saying, but you just see how we can get
But
judged for a
you paying
mistake.
for your mistake anyway. Even if y'all not married, you in a relationship, you know you did something wrong. What you gonna do? Oh baby, let me buy you these earrings. Let me buy you this purse. Let me do this. You paying for your mistake. Period.
You know how many
You're
people
gonna do
in
that.
jail for child support and get put on child support that don't got it, that work hard. It's a lot of stuff that men go through that's not right because we don't have the power. You just looking at it as from a one. I understand that, but it's a lot of men that's going through. It's a lot of good fathers.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying don't go into the marriage always thinking about the loss.
You don't got to
Like-
think about the loss,
Yeah.
but you can't
You have
go
to
in there
acknowledge
blind.
it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I'm not saying go in it blind. You want to go in a relationship blind. You
Exactly.
know what
So
you're
I gotta
dealing
think
with
about the
before you
worst.
went-
You got to. You don't think you got to? You don't think you need to go and sign?
I do think about
You got to
the
sign
worst.
it. You got
I
to
do.
sign. If you sign a contract, if you're doing a record deal,
Any
if you
contract, in the shit,
You have
at
to
your
think of an
house,
exit
we sign
plan.
contracts every fucking day.
For sure. You gotta
And
think
it's,
about
and
the
it's-
worst.
And it's
You buy a
terms and
car.
conditions.
If I can't afford this, I can't do this. What
gonna take
happened
it
to
back.
that?
Yeah.
But it don't always work like that. Now your credit mess. It's a lot of dominoes effect.
Money.
What? Huh? What?
Money.
That's all
That's
it
the
is.
next one.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Oh, the next one.
Nah, don't cut.
Don't
What
do
you
that.
mean? Don't cut. I'm not. No. What
Don't
you
do that.
mean? I'm talking. What you mean?
No,
Money.
it's just
It's
going
an
too
art.
far.
It ain't going too
No,
far.
I think it was a good conversation.
Yeah, listen, like I said, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't cut you off and just tell you, nah, what are you talking about?
Okay, you don't have to do all that.
I am doing all that. What are you talking about, man? Don't cut me off talking about no money.
Okay.
Like, we having a healthy debate.
Yep.
I think we cursing or something. No, don't cut me off and talk about no money.
Come
What
on.
you talking about?
Okay,
I'm
Gerald.
dead. What you mean?
Okay.
Sister, man, don't do that,
Okay,
son.
because all I
Was that disrespectful?
It's going too far.
How? It ain't.
All
you think
I'm
it's
doing
too
is
far?
changing to the
Listen,
next
her.
thing.
You
That's
don't
it.
do that. Don't.
Let's just reassess that real quick. By the way, brother, I'm happy that you checked within this conversation, that you checked her, because she absolutely deserved to be checked. But see, what happens is that they will do disrespectful shit, and then when you call it out, they'll hide their hands or try to act like either they were trying to help you in a situation or what they were doing was not disrespectful. It wasn't the fact that she tried to move on in the conversation. It was the way that she did it. It was the way that she did it. She could have just said, hey, guys, we have another topic in order to go through. You know, we wanted to be able to talk about money for the next one. Y'all ready? That would have been a more feminine way of going to the next topic. But instead, probably due to her not liking the conversation because she is impacted by the result of the conversation, money. Right? Like, and then he just supposed to stop talking and move on? That's called emasculinization. All right. He was leading the conversation and they were having a good spirited, healthy debate, one of which he's speaking generally about men and the other girl is speaking personally about instrumenting unique conversations to try to carry the topic in conversation. As intelligent people, we know what's going on in the conversation. All right. But it was good content. So why not let him rock? He's got some points and positions that he thinks that is important. And you trying to steal that away from him in that current junction is a masculinization. You shouldn't have done that. But let's listen.
Me off talking about no money. Like we having a healthy debate. I think we cursing or something. No, don't cut me off and talk about no money. What you talking about?
Okay, Gerald.
I'm dead. What you mean?
Okay.
Sister, man, don't do that,
Okay,
son.
because
Was that disrespectful?
It's going too far.
How? It ain't.
All I'm doing is changing the
ask
next
it.
thing.
Don't
That's
do
it.
that. Don't cut me off.
the way you did
Talking
it.
about don't cut me off. Don't do that.
Okay.
Like I was saying though, man, it was a healthy discussion. That's just how you see her energy. That's how we arguing. I ain't saying she talking about her stuff, I'm talking about my stuff. All I'm saying is men are just scared of the stuff of the failure because of what they see too. They see a lot of people taking half, they see a lot of women just divorcing and right. Now I gotta walk on eggshells because if the woman get caught cheating, the man still don't get 50% of her stuff. So if I got caught or if I made a mistake, why you get to police me like that? That's all men saying. I'm just saying as far as the men who got money and talk about like that, that's what's stopping them from marriages. That's all I was saying.
So is your love unconditional?
Yeah, men, that's the only reason men in relationships, especially with men who take care of the women or treat the women right, we don't gain nothing from women. If we the providers, if I'm doing this and take care of all this, I'm only in it for love.
You know what's so interesting about it? I mean, you can see her body language. She's totally off-put and now pissed off within this conversation. But that right there summarizes the entire argument. If you're married to them and you stand up for yourself as a man, think about all of the literature that she sees. Think about all the social media that she sees. Think about the potential of her single-ass homegirls within her life. Now, imagine her, if this was not recorded, going back and explaining the situation or looking at TikToks that are somewhat similar to a man speaking like this to a woman. And then this is just day one. Day two in a marriage, receiving inputs and information about what a real man is, all the way up to day whatever, into the future. Over time, they get convinced through the media around them that you ain't shit as a man. Like, that you have no emotional control, right? Like, that you are not a strong leader. Meanwhile, he set boundaries, structure, and control, similar to how a parent should do with a child. Meanwhile, as a masculine man, he is setting boundaries, structure, and maintaining control of how to operate with him, which deserves a round of applause. Now, if it was a man that tried to cut him off in a conversation like this, right? Like when men disrespect other men, there's always a threat of violence. So men are way less likely or de-incentivized to do that because of the threat of getting your eye blacked. But the sisterhood coddles bad behavior like this and in fact treats her behavior as being a strong woman. And we see behavior like this, like shout out to the brother Stop Playing Trey on his street debates.
Black men,
date those
straight
women.
black men are the leaders of black women.
Are they?
Yes. Are you?
Yes.
Are you
Biblically.
not right now? You're not. You're not
Are you straight?
protecting. You're not
Do you
protecting.
like men?
Do you like men?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Losing the argument, so of course they pull out the "oh, you gay" type of argument. The unfortunate thing is that they will rarely take accountability for their disrespect and then try to act like victims when you call them out.
What you mean?
I feel like because if you don't have conditions, it's basically you saying that you will allow somebody to cheat and lie and betray you and, do certain things, and you supposed to love them the same even through.
You saying love unconditional? Well, nah. When I say love unconditional, I mean I love you for who you are. If I'm with you, I'm gonna love you for who you are. That's what I mean love unconditional. Like you can lose yourself a little bit. I ain't just say, oh, you fat now, I'm out. Like that's what I meant. I mean like I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna try to help you get through such and such, such and such. That's what I mean. But I don't, on either side, a girl getting cheated on, constantly getting beat on, all that, leave. And the same with the men, I ain't with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, men, that's what men love unconditionally because they don't gain nothing from relationships. And I mean that by the ones who's really out there providing. So this is what I'm saying. So this is what I mean.
You can get it with a certain woman out, and a certain woman can help change
Yeah, you're right.
everything about you.
You're
That's
right.
not
Or
what I'm saying.
adjust, or help you adjust.
No,
Like,
you're
don't
right.
try to make it seem like when a man come in a woman's life, it's just like, oh, I'm a certain change. But women come in men's lives and help change a lot of things about them.
For sure.
So it's not just one side. That's why you got a mama. That's
No.
why mothers are important.
No, you
Because
misunderstanding me. I
Okay.
probably said it a little bit. What I mean by that is when men, if
Because
a
I
man,
feel like
if a
you're just trying
man,
to make it seem like, okay, well, a man. Like
I'm just being real though, because a woman usually upgrade her life by the man she deals. That's why she only date up. Men don't date up.
What's y'all date?
Most of the time, if it ain't even, it's down. Especially if a woman
Yeah.
want this type of lifestyle and all this stuff, what they can't really afford.
You've been
If they
watching
get with
my
a man
show.
who can, that's usually them bringing them up. Yes, she bring peace and all this other stuff. I'm not. She brings stuff in other ways. But what I'm saying, if a man can't gain nothing from you, as far as like money and lifestyle and all this
What
stuff,
do a man? What do y'all want from us?
we want y'all to be loyal, want y'all to listen, want y'all to bring peace. That's all we really want. Loyalty, peace, and you know what I'm saying? Be nasty how we want you to be nasty, that's it. But if you ask a woman that, she gonna name like 7 things. She gotta have this, you gotta be this tall, gotta be this.
Sandwich, sex, silence.
Because
that's
that's the difference between when I said a man loves unconditionally, like different than a woman. Because a woman, you gotta have all these things, which is cool. A man, you only need 3. If you're a woman, you gotta be tall. You gotta have this much money. You gotta be this complexion. You gotta be this. It's just being real though. Am I lying? So what I say as a man, that's how you know they there for love.
Men do not always be there for love. Y'all
What they be there
Y'all
for?
be there for a good time sometimes too. Y'all might start liking or whatever, but y'all ain't just like, oh, I'm going to this to love. Y'all be hoes.
We talking about men that's
This
in
is why I
love.
can't do a
I'm just saying,
podcast.
I don't just go straight into it.
I would just
as,
start
okay, I'm
flaming these chicks.
fall in love with this girl. Like you, over time, yeah, but you trying to make it seem like no, it's hard for a man to just like, especially in the society that we in right now. Niggas ain't looking for love. They looking for lust. They looking for something quick, microwavable, easy. And if it turn, sometimes it turn into a long time and y'all start hanging or whatever. But ain't nobody just looking for love. Like niggas is not trying to court and date and all of that. Everybody in town for a second. Let's have some fun, this and that. But I don't feel like people's just like looking for just like love. Like I'm looking for a wife. Like I'm looking to, like y'all got it at a good time because y'all started dating, way before this whole, social media phase. I mean, it was still social media, but
I know what you're saying.
not at the level that it is now. But right now in this society, motherfuckers ain't looking for love. They looking for a good time.
Yeah, and here's the thing. A lot of this is predicated on where you live at. I don't disagree with the young lady, but I will say as a taller, successfuler, at least my mom thinks I'm handsome in the face, young man living in Atlanta, it incentivizes short term. It does, baby. It absolutely does. Why? Number one, women are way more easier than ever before in history, right? So, why buy the cow when the milk is free? And 2, once you start to get in a long-term relationship, then you encounter long-term relationship problems. And if you do not prioritize a family in your life, then maybe you just want short-term situations. My thing is, I always tell the dudes, just be truthful. Just be truthful with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with dudes that act like they want the long-term thing and then they really don't at the end of the day, and then they lying to the chick and then her dusty ass, her trauma-filled ass gets back onto the marketplace and she's trying to hurt other people for the hurt that she felt previously. I'm like, just be upfront with them, all right? Because here's the thing, the more upfront that you are with them, the more integrity that you have, and it reflects positively on yourself. Anyway, let's proceed.
Not a long time. Half of them is scammers. They're going to be in jail in a few years, or drug dealers.
No,
whatever
the ones
case may
you
be.
mess with,
You know what I'm
orange-haired
saying?
lady.
A lot of people that really don't got their shit together. They just really to have fun. They want bottles on their head. They want tequila. They want to be outside. They want to party.
That's the men
Motherfuckers is
you
not looking
deal
for
with.
something that's long lasting for real. At least not what I'm seeing from what I'm seeing.
So you think more women is looking for real love than men right now?
Yes, absolutely.
No. Women are looking for more resources than men are looking for resources. Men are trying to get the most bang for the least buck, right? More short-term thinkers, not family-oriented men. But the most bang for the least buck, while women are trying to get the most buck for the least bang. But let's not sit and act like these women are walking around like damn angels out here, all right? Men today are more short-term thinking because women today are sexually liberated. Sexual liberation purported through feminism in conjunction with hormonal birth control has done a number on the modern woman today, and also has done a number on dudes with influence and purpose and financial backing, has done a number to keep their eggplants wet.
Women are looking for love. Women want
Yeah,
to.
nah.
You don't even know how many women I talk to all the time.
There's
just
gangsters
about
out here.
relationships and,
Like, I don't agree with her
uh,
for the most part.
wanted to have them. Like, women, we are nurturers. Every time, and I just had to tell one of my homegirls, like, girl, you can't change that man. You can't. He might adjust a little bit for you, but one thing that I've learned, what women do, we always change
I'm sorry.
our
It's just I can't really take her seriously, especially that I'm taking a longer look at the unfortunately haired colored young lady. And first off, I ain't shit. Is that a weave bang? Is that a sideburn wig? Baby girl, is that a side? Take that goddamn shit off of your goddamn head. I want to see it move.
to fit in.
What is that?
Men don't do that for women. And I be trying to tell a woman, like, don't lose yourself trying to be up under this nigga.
What?
Because the nigga, he gonna still hustle, do everything the same that he do.
What
But us,
the
we'll stop right here, we'll stop doing certain little shit, stop hanging with our friends, stop. A man don't do that. A man gonna still do everything he wanna do, and bitch, you gonna have to fit in my schedule. And we need to rewrite those rules. Like, stop changing you to fit into him when he not changing himself to fit for you.
Baby love, we're not listening to you, okay? Whoever invented this style, please go all right? Like, put him in jail. Put him or her in prison. This is some of the worst shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Yo, the smell must be incredible. That's the first thing. What layer of Elmer's glue do you need in order to put, is it a hairstyle underneath the matted on wig and did it fall out by accident? This can't be on purpose. Anyway, let me give you guys full screen again. I'm done roasting for the time being. I just cannot believe this.
And that's just period. Women want love. Women want to be married. Like, I know I do. Like, I'm a lover. Like, I want to listen to you. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, your piece. I want to cook for you. I want to be the nastiest for you. Like, I want all of that. Like, I'm a good ass woman, but it's just like, I'm not lowering my standards. I'm definitely not dating down. I'm not, I want a protector, a provider, somebody who looks at me like God handed me to him himself. Not somebody that's just looking at me as like, oh, she fine. Like, no, like I want somebody who's gonna, protect me and be there for me and, love me with conditions and unconditionally shit. Cause I feel like love should have conditions. You should. God give us 100% every day and we barely even give him 50%, So it's just like, you have to set boundaries when it do come in relationships. But I do want that, to get married. I want, the more success. I want somebody to just love me and care about me and just always be there for me. But it's just like, that's not what men looking for. Right? A lot of men not looking for that. Like, and I've dated and I've liked people like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I felt like that's what it was. But It's just when I see certain signs, I know how to leave your ass.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's blood about to trickle out my ears. I can't do this any longer. And it's why image is so important. Yeah, like, you know, I take a look at the nails. I take a look at the whatever the hell that she's doing on the top of her head, right? The big loop earrings, right? Like, you just see things like that, and then you hear her say, well, half the out here is just scammers and shit like that. It's like, no. That's what you are, right? Like, well, not what you are, but that's your equal. Right? Like I hate to say it like that, baby love, but that is what you're affording. So when you say things like, well, you know, I'm not going to be dating down. Do you even know what down is? Do you even know what down looks like? Because down from this to me is homeless. Anyway, I'll be nicer one day, guys. I promise. But on occasion, it's just like, I just can't believe when you hear the things that they are saying and how they speak about men and this, that, and the third, and knowing that that's not the majority. Like, most of the chicks like this think that we all have kids and shit like that once you reach like my age, and we don't. Over 50% of men over the age of 30 have no children, all right? But that's all she sees. All she dates is dudes with kids because she's searching for a certain type of a man that more than likely has gone raw daddy at some point and has created a family. Well, anyway, the conversation kind of derailed here, but I really wanted you guys to see the way that Hitman Holla and the reason for checking his lady within the conversation. And I think it was an appropriate thing to do. Although I think, like, you know, appropriate for content. But if she disrespects you publicly, then you may have to check publicly. And I think that you can do it still in a professional way. But I'll never forget, one of the lessons that my old manager taught me is that you check privately and you praise publicly, okay? But it makes me think, you know, what has happened within the relationship. I believe they said in a relationship for 10 years, for her to think it was okay to do that while on camera, and for her not to understand that it is disrespect. But also, I commend her for not escalating it beyond a point where he's saying, no, if that's disrespectful, don't do that to me, all right? So I think that it's appropriate for you guys to be able to watch content like this as you take it forward within your own life of how to conduct these conversations in a way that still holds yourself strong as a man, comfortable within your masculinity. But I also think it is important to also cross-reference doing that in that situation, and also thinking about the type of woman that you are setting yourself up for a long-term relationship, if not for marriage. Because what you could be doing as a man is correct. It can be accurate, but their feelings could be the beginning of the end. You catch my drift? And the person, most of the time, that will be negatively impacted by their decisions will be you, because you chose to sign a government contract without a prenup, and now you are at the whim of that contract. Anyway, if you are interested in that whole conversation, it was over an hour, and we only went over, I think, like 10 minutes or something like that. If you're interested in the whole thing, I'll leave a link to it down in the description box down below if you want to see them go back and forth, and, you know, go over there, show them some love as well. But ultimately, I think that the lesson is that as a man, if you want to sign up for that level of responsibility or that level of risk, then bring peace. As a woman, bring peace, loyalty, respect, and a willingness to build with that man, because no man whatsoever with options is going to want to risk everything for a woman who disrespects him. All right. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here for right now. Also, shout out to viralvalue.com. Link to it down in the description box down below. If you guys want to know what it is that I do, right, to fast track your success in doing commentary online, I got everything up on wax up on there. All right. Now, this is the fast track blueprint. If you are interested, it's completely, what I do has completely changed my life. And yeah, shout out to content. It's completely changed my life. And there's more information up there, right? So click down below. Go up there, go check out the website, and if you're interested, I will see you soon. But again, until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR. He break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.